Hey there, friends of St. Paul's. Today is Wednesday, June 16th, and today is our third Wednesday in the Garden devotion. We're back here at my house in my dining room today, and we're going to head outside to my garden, which has been a source of constant excitement and curiosity for me and lots of preaching progress over this month. But today we're going to spend some time with my climbing roses. We have two climbing roses, which were already here when we moved into this house. And this year we moved one of them to a new location, closer to the other one, and removed a tree that was there. And I was really worried about what was going to happen after the move. So we're going to head outside and see what we can learn about God from what has taken place. But before we do that, I want to share a poem with you that was published in Living Lutheran in February of 2018. That's the Lutheran publication we all receive as part of the ELCA. And it's from an article entitled, When Shepherds Grieve. And this is an article that Earl Walter printed out this portion of and gave to me when I began my work at St. Paul's. It starts with a poem from Robert Frost and continues in the second half with an addition to that poem added by the author Anne Roser. And this time we're going to spend with my climbing roses reminded me of this poem that Earl gave me. It reads, "The rain to the wind said, 'You push, and I'll pelt.' They smote the flower bed, that the flowers actually knelt and lay lodged, though not dead. I know how the flowers felt." Anne Roser adds, "The returning sun brought another day, and the vibrant flowers rose to say, 'Our roots are deep and branches strong, for our gardener speaks a beloved song of healing and growth and seeds to sow, new life for all to know.'" So let's head outside and see what we can learn from the roses. This year we began our season with these two roses together. This beautiful one in all her glory, blooming wildly right now, and this smaller rose who was bare. We had moved this rose from where that big butternut squash now lives here after we got rid of a tree that wasn't doing well, that we just didn't really have space to love. And we replanted this rose, and for months it looked like it wasn't going to make it, like maybe it wouldn't survive. But over the past few weeks, as I've come out here, I've noticed this foliage coming back, these little leaves that are new and beautiful, growing on the old canes that we transplanted and some new ones that have sprung up. You can still see some of these older canes without growth, this one here and its friends. And those are reminders of the tough, battering it went through in the upheaval. But after being moved, new life has sprung up. And if you're not catching my drift already, I think there's a lot to learn from this kind of thing. Life is filled with a lot of transitions and challenges, and sometimes we're uprooted and moved somewhere we don't expect to be. But new life happens in those places. On the other side of being uprooted, sometimes we grow new leaves. Sometimes our old pieces that had some challenges take a longer time. But in all of it, the faithfulness of God is with us, bringing new things to life in our old branches and helping us to grow new leaves and new shoots. This reminds me of the promise of resurrection, and it also reminds me that God is faithful and God is our gardener. There have been times in our congregation's life when we've been through transition. Maybe there have been times in your own life when you've been through transition and you didn't think you would make it. When you used to feel like this beautiful, blooming rose, and now you feel like that little neighbor rose. But in both circumstances, God is with us, and God will bring us through to a new day with new blooms.
Oh.